Now this is probably my last, but arguably my most important video covering the entire Potemer allegations. I heavily urge anyone watching this video to please watch the entire way through before coming to any final judgments, because just like my last video where I debunked his highly manipulative response, this time I wish to not only show more Discord mobile screen recordings to prove that the actual Potemer made alleged admission statements in private about the situation to his friends, but I also wish to present other materials such as recordings which have been carefully reviewed and edited in compliance with legal standards, including fair dealing laws in the UK, to prove his alleged admissions. My aim for this video is not to harass or defame anyone mentioned, but rather to explore the facts and prove insight into these allegations that affect the wider Roblox community. So with that being said, thank you for sticking by, and let's get into this. Now, on the 12th of January, right before Potemer's first response in his community tab, Roblox YouTuber Puss, who is friends with massive YouTubers like Steak, got in a call with Potemer on Discord, and this call is extremely relevant because Potemer allegedly admitted to having engaged inappropriately with this girl during this conversation. He also claims that his parents are stopping him from addressing the extremely serious allegation head on. His words, not mine. If you wish to skip this upcoming legal clarification and disclaimer, then please go to the timestamp presented on screen to listen to the recordings. Now, this screenshot was later shared to me by Puss, and I believe this information is important for the public to consider given the ongoing discussions surrounding the allegations and the confusion caused by it. And for a further legal clarification, both individuals in this recording reside in Texas, a one-party consent state, meaning one party can legally record the conversation without the other's knowledge or approval. I also want to acknowledge that while this call was recorded privately, it was done so in a way that complies with the laws of Texas. Additionally, I've taken care to present this material within the bounds of UK fair dealing laws for educational purposes on this extremely important public matter, so let's get into it. Now, in order to prove that this is in fact Potemer, on the screen share with him and Puss on Discord, he screen shares his YouTube channel and most specifically his comments section, where he is seen selectively removing comments critical of him. Now, before I play these recordings, I highly urge everyone watching this video to not hate, harass, or attack anyone mentioned. And I would also like to clarify that Potemer made his voice completely public on his own YouTube channel. Anyone can access that video.
So you decided to participate in our experiment, huh? Yep. Are you sure? Uh-huh. May I ask you why you're participating? What an odd reason.
And if you wish to see the full unedited recording, then the link to that video will be presented in the description and the pinned comment. However, the proof that this account is his is undeniable, as he is seen screen sharing his own YouTube channel and YouTube studio, and talking about the situation in depth with Puss involving his Discord server, so here's a clip.
Oh, wow.
These are... Here are the held ones. These are not public.
What's your Discord server looking like? I saw that invite to pause.
Yeah, I paused invites. I set up a lot of keywords.
Now that we have proven that this Discord account is legitimately him, let me bring you to his own alleged admissions, where he plays down the situation, claiming it was weird, however doesn't deny it whatsoever, and instead claims that he quote-unquote broke no laws, and claims that what he did when he was 16 with the alleged was quote-unquote dumb teen stuff, and that it was a nothing burger. And keep in mind, this isn't me saying it, this is him. Roll the clip.
You know Ruben Sim, right? Yeah, you know Ruben Sim. Yeah, because he found out about this 5 months ago, and he says what I did was weird, but he's not giving me the flag because I was 16 at the time. Yeah. And yeah, I did my research and I broke 0 laws, so I have no idea what this is. This is a big fat nothing, basically.
I don't really know. Like, what's the full context of everything? Like, from your side, what is it?
Just 2 dumb teenagers, man.
Now, once again, because I believe this video recording is crucial to the public and protected under Texan and UK laws pertaining to one-party consent and fair dealings respectively, I wish to clarify that Potemer is wrong several times in this alleged admission, and for criticism reasons I'll go over why now. He states that it was just dumb teen stuff and no laws were broken. However, as we discussed in our previous video, under Floridian law, what he allegedly admitted to could be a crime under lewd and regarding a... Now, in the next few recordings I will show, Potemer describes how his parents are preventing him from coming out about the entire situation publicly and preventing him from admitting to what happened. And in my personal opinion, I believe that the parents did know what actually happened in private, and they didn't allow to wish Potemer to dig a deeper hole for himself in this situation and admit to something that is objectively bad and could implicate himself legally. He claims in this call, as well as publicly, that his parents have reviewed every response that he has made before it's been released. So he claims verbatim that his parents don't want him to address the situation head on. Here are some clips.
Exactly. And I would like to respond, but I am being limited by my parents.
Ooh. I would address, like, the main problem is just the thing. I'd get that in it. I wouldn't say it's a private thing, because then it's like, well, what's happening behind scenes that's so private, you know? I feel like that's why everyone's gonna be bad.
My parents aren't letting me.
Do they own your channel or something? How old
they
are
have
you?
access to it. I'm 18, but they have access to it.
You gotta make them at least let you address that. Because that's what everyone's looking out for in it. And if you just don't bring it up at all in the response, no one's gonna take a word.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they're saying. But my parents, they don't want me to say anything about it.
Right, everything else is good, but you just need to add that.
Yeah. I don't know what to do, man.
So as you can see, Potemer states verbatim that any response he makes is monitored and controlled by his parents. And according to him, they are preventing him from coming out about the entire situation, and his parents control his YouTube channel as well. And for anyone interested in the entire video recording, a link to it will be provided in the description and pinned comment for you to watch. And let me preface this once again. These recordings were obtained legally under Texas law. It is protected under the UK laws of fair dealings due to public interest purposes regarding serious allegations, and Potemer's voice is already public on his own YouTube channel. You can see that whenever you want. The purpose of showing these is to expose wrongdoing and the alleged immoral actions committed by Potemer, who is a public figure, and these recordings are highly relevant to the topic at hand. These are shown for educational and informative purposes and to act as criticism and commentary too over this entire drama. But now let's get into the more evidence which has been provided to me. Now, in my first video covering the allegations, I show Discord DMs between the victim Yellow, Potemer, and an anonymous YouTuber who is labeled as Red from back in late July 2024, to where both parties in this GC with this YouTuber, Yellow and Potemer, basically admitted to engaging in behavior. Now, many people believe that these DMs were false or that they could be AI or inspect elements, so let me just debunk these lies. Now, the YouTuber who contacted the victim and Potemer and is friends with them is called Trav, and he helped me collect the information proving that this account is legitimately him. So credit to him, and he has my respect as well for helping. Now, he provides Discord mobile screen recordings which cannot be tampered with or inspect elemented, and in this recording, Potemer is in his DMs admitting to the situation allegedly. Now, Potemer verbatim admits to having with the when he was 16, and that quote-unquote both ends were consenting. He doesn't deny the situation whatsoever, and then he also asks Trav if he wants to consult them, including the victim, in a private group chat. The exact same group chat where the infamous screenshots were taken and came from. Trav, later that day, after the conversation in that GC, states in a public Discord server that he spoke to Potemer and the victim Yellow about the situation, and screenshots of him stating that date from late July 2024 to the 26th of July. It is completely unquestionable and irrefutable that Potemer admitted to the situation to Trav in private DMs. This isn't AI, this isn't fake, and we are playing the entire video right now to show you what he literally admitted to and stated. Now, for further clarification on this situation as well, we are going to go back to the DMs with Potemer and Basil, the person we covered in the last video. Now, as we stated last time, Basil provided a Discord mobile screen recording herself, where she goes to Potemer's messages in my Discord server, clicks his profile, goes on to direct messages with him, and proves that she did have legitimate contact with the real Potemer. When you show a side-by-side reference, Potemer's Discord account in his own server has the exact same Discord tag as the one that she has messages with, and they were both made on the exact same day too, years and years and years ago. Potemer blocked Basil, so the link to YouTube channel he has isn't there. However, when looking at their DMs, Potemer deleted all his Discord messages with her for a reason, and that was because he was paranoid that she would leak them, as he stated himself. We cross-referenced the DMs beforehand in the previous video to prove that Potemer's admission statements were indeed real, and it's very clear that the conversation did actually happen. So after verifying all that information, by using archived screenshots of this genuine conversation that happened, Potemer gets shown his previous admission statements, which were proven to be him too, where he admits to the situation in a lot of detail and even defends it. These screenshots are real. Now, when asked about it this time, as we discussed in my previous video, he doesn't deny that these screenshots are in fact real. He in fact continues the conversation without challenging them. Instead though, he deflects the blame this time onto the significantly younger person in this situation, and which is crazy. He claims that these took of him this time, despite the fact he admitted before in his own words numerous times that it was completely consensual. So he is now completely changing the story here. And if you want more proof it's him, take a look at Imceptus's video, because he shows the Discord IDs of the accounts and prove that they match too.
If somehow you still ain't believe that this is the real Potemer, here's a full recording of the person DMing Potemer proving that this is the actual Potemer. You can see that the username and user ID all match up.
So no, this is an AI and this is not a fake account, and no, these are most certainly not lies. The account is proven to be him, and hopefully everyone understands that now with the overwhelming amount of proof that I'm showing. I've been harassed and attacked by a lot of people for talking about this situation, and I have been maliciously threatened and intimidated in private to not come out about this, and all proof of that has been sent to your respective parties in private, despite the fact that I have made it clear that these are all allegations as well in the video description, and despite the fact I have told people numerous times in my videos to not harass anyone mentioned. I'm literally going over what Potemer has stated verbatim himself, and this will hopefully be my last video going over it. And for fair clarification too, I did get in contact with the parents of Potemer, including the victim's parents too, and they all stringently denied the situation ever happening. Now, they insulted me and another person in the call who was below the age of 18, yelled over us, and threatened and intimidated me. So I promised them that I would go over these allegations in a third video with the objective truth, and I've done just that. Now, what is odd as well is that Potemer and the victim now deny anything ever happened, and claimed that they were just pressured to claim that something did happen, despite the fact that they show no proof of that at all. So we are just led to believe that they lied about everything and admitted to it for zero reason. Like, why would you admit to something as insane as that? Well, it actually turns out in Potemer's own alleged words, he claims that his parents allegedly are preventing him from talking about this situation. Even more odd is how Potemer released a private response to me and a bunch of other people in private DMs denying the situation, despite the fact he admitted it 6 times beforehand, and now his excuse is quote-unquote, "We only went to the bathroom for like a second because our mums were following us around." So, make of that how you will. Now, I really hope that this is legitimately the last video covering this entire situation, but if a massive update does arise, then I will update and inform all of you about this situation in a truthful, informative, and educational manner. So for clarification, as this video ends, this video is not intended for hate harassment or cyberbullying whatsoever. This video is instead intended for educational informative purposes, only going over the entire situation as a whole in a documentary style context. I'd also like to clarify that this video is intended for more mature audiences as well, as more mature themes are being discussed, so viewer discretion is of course advised. This video complies with all of YouTube's community guidelines, and with that being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and comment your opinions down below about this entire situation, and join my Discord server as well to contact me if you so wish. My Discord is discord.gg/Parlo, and with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.